Hello everybody, welcome back. Last time you were with us, we lost both our opening two games of the season in the league, in League 2 and also in the Caribou Cup. Since then, it's been a bit iffy, but we've changed formation. The question is it having any success? Welcome to From the Bottom to the Top. Hello and welcome to episode 40 of From the Bottom to the Top. Try and get that out right. My name is Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you, both of them in League 2. First of all against Milton Keynes Dons and then against Crawley Town. I'll put you on this screen to start the episode because, as you will remember from previous episodes, I was having a bit of a problem with the kits. Farsley Celtic were a team that only had two kits. We use Kit Basher to generate new kits, and we've started to do it every season. So we have a new kit every season in this particular save, and we'll do so going forward into FM23 as well. But we generated a third kit, and having done a little bit of poking around both on YouTube and on the community forums, found what we needed to do in order to get the third kit up. However, we had a problem with the third kit. We couldn't get this generated kit up. And what we've done is done a little bit of research, found out how to fix it. I'm not going to go into great detail right now, but what I will tell you is I am going to produce two videos. One, how to use Kit Basher, and two, how to avoid the problem that I've had with the third kit if you've got a team where you've only got two kits and you want to generate a third kit through Kit Basher in your saves, and how to get all around it. So that's what I've done, and that's what we should be doing. So watch out for those videos. I will let you know when they are ready to go. My first foray in anything else but Let's Play creation, so shall we say. Right, let's get on with the episode. And as I said, we have two games for you. Milton Keynes Dons away at the Stadium MK, and then we are at the Envirovent Stadium, which is a home ground, of course, against Crawley Town for the second game. Milton Keynes Dons currently 15th, Crawley Town are 8th. We'll have a look at them individually as we come to them to their games. But what's been happening since you were last with us, as I said, opening episode, we lost both games 3-4 against Leyton Orient in League 2. Goals from Will Russ, Jared Harlock and Connor McBride wasn't enough to get past Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient did come down from League 1 last season, so they are one of the big boys in the league this season. We then played Rotherham and lost 3-0 in the Caribou Cup. Got knocked out in the first round, so that wasn't a good start. And then we played Barnet, our first game offline. A goal from Will Russ was enough to get us a first point of the season away at Barnet. But since then, as mentioned in the intro, we have changed our formation because that wasn't, despite doing reasonably well in pre-season, wasn't really doing it for us in proper season. So we've changed the formation. We've changed it to a 4-3-1-2, and so far, with fairly good results. Harrogate Town we beat 2-0 at home. Connor McBride 2 goals, 72 minutes and 2 minutes into injury time. And then against Newport County, which was probably more of an interesting result when you look at Newport County, who were in the National League with us last year. I didn't want to do that, really. What I was actually after doing, if I can find it, where are we? Newport County, there we go. Past meetings is what I wanted to do. Yeah, as you'll see, we did beat them 3-0 at their place last season. Drew 1-1, but yeah, they came up with us, and obviously we wanted to beat them, so we did 2-0. So that's put us a few points on the board. And then we played Shrewsbury at home in the EFL Trophy Northern section, which is the Papa John's pizza trophy. But that is a group game, so 3 games there. We've got Manchester City under 23s next, and then Rochdale to finish off the group. Tough group to get out of, but we'll see how that all pans out. But yeah, not the best result from there as well. It was a 1-0 loss. Goal after 67 minutes from Udu. But we still did okay, bearing in mind that we were up against, I think it's League One opposition for that one. So, yeah. But anyway, the new tactic seems to be holding up quite well, and we'll see if we can get the results today to prove or disprove that particular idea. So what we'll do, I think, we're having said all of that, let's go through to our first game of the episode. We can show you the formation and the players that are going to face Milton Keynes Dons at the MK Stadium for this one. And just to check, we haven't played them before ever, so no previous on Milton Keynes Dons. And before we go through the team, this is the formation. But before we go through the team, we are going to flip back because I've just realised that since you were last with us, we have gone past the transfer window. So what's been happening with that? And you might see a few names and think, oh, I don't remember them. But anyway, this is the formation of 4 at the back, 3 in midfield, 1 in that 10 slot, and then 2 up front. We'll come to the team that we're going to be playing today, which you can see on camera there right now. But transfers wise, we have had a couple of other players. Josh Dixon was the last in, I think, on the last episode you saw. I'm not sure whether Josh Barrett had gone out, but he has gone out to Boreham Wood on loan for 1.2 total fee. But we have Brahima Diarra has come in. He is a midfielder. He's come in on loan from Huddersfield for the season. He is a 2.5-star current ability. Will be 3.5, 4.5 stars potential ability. But he can play, so he's probably a bit of backup in this central midfield slot. Can also play as attacking midfielder as well, which is handy, I think, in that. And then we've also brought in Dylan Kaji from Bristol City in the same position, strangely enough. Can do in both. He is currently 2.5-star. Currently a 2-star current ability. Can be a 4, maybe 5. So good to keep an eye on him as well. Cameroon under 20 international, 21 years of age. So we'll see how he fares. Right, let's have a look at the team then that is going to face Milton Keynes Dons. Fryer in goal, Robinson, Jones, Nelson and Doherty are in our back line. Brunt, Harlock and Willock are midfield, with Harlock as the centre of that formation. Dixon plays in the slot behind McBride and Russ. And on the bench we have Smith, Lambixa, Shepherd, Holmes, Godsmart Ford, Kaji and Cannon. Let's see how we get on. And as you join us today, as if by magic, we are playing in our 3rd kit. So having fixed it, we are playing in it today. So we'll actually get to see the kit. It's a lovely purple and green, lime green kit. Dixon throws the ball forward to Willock. Willock, he's not put that away. How did he miss that? It was easier to miss than it was to score, the other way around. Never mind. Never mind what's going on here. I think it's a free kick to Milton Keynes Dons. And Fryer gets rid of that. And fire the ball in. Nelson with a headed clearance. And we hang on. They have a corner. Lolly throwing the corners in from either side. And I think a penalty's been given. Whether that was handball or what, I'm not sure. Come on, Fryer. No, he hasn't saved that. And we go a goal down after 19 minutes. Martin Waghorn getting his second goal of the season. Doherty with a throw-in on that far side. Russ back to Doherty. Doherty to Nelson. Doherty. Harlock. Willock. Willock comes inside through to Russ. And it's in off the post. Didn't think he was going in for a minute. He's third of the season. And we're back on level terms. About a minute or so after. 2 minutes certainly after going a goal behind. So that's good to get back in it straight away. Lovely ball from Russ, but as I say, it looked as if he was going to miss it for a minute. Coming off the post. Unlucky for Milton Keynes Dons in a way. Not a lot happening. So the system working at the moment, which is good news. Half time comes, we'll be happy to get in at half time, have a chat to the boys. 10 shots, 3 on target, not meeting our 50%. 1.02. Milton Keynes Dons have had 8 shots, 6 of which have been on target, so they've really been quite ferocious. 1.6, slightly better on the possession as well. This tactic doesn't give us the possession that we would do under the other systems, which I'm not sure, because if we lose possession, then we're in trouble. But this is a bit more of a defensive formation, so we perhaps don't have so much possession. But hey, we'll see. Second half coming up, and you come back for the second half. No changes made at half time that I'm aware of. Waghorn with a free kick. Fryer gets rid of it. He's made a couple of key saves from dead ball situations. Danger coming from that. Harlock getting rid of that. Harlock has picked up the yellow card as well. Notice, not sure who that was coming in from behind him, but he got him. As we head down to the hour mark, pretty much even Stevens. Fryer coming out from the back then. Nelson fires it forward, looking for Russ. He's found him. Russ has managed to keep it in. Crosses the ball in. McBride taps it, but wide. I think he might have been offside, actually. Not sure. But either way, it wasn't a good finish, realistically. Robinson clearing that ball up to McBride. McBride goes on a bit of a run, cuts it back. Robinson, McBride, Brunt, a little bit tight in that midfield there. Harlock, Dixon, Harlock goes out wide to Robinson, who's at acres of space. Brunt through to McBride, and McBride again can't put it away. Disappointing. Should have really finished that off. But didn't. And with 72 on the clock, it might be time to have a bit of a look. The problem with no wide players here. Right, is playing all right. I'm just wondering whether to change him up. He's down as a pressing forward. Russ as a target forward, but is Russ. We put Russ as the pressing forward, loses a bit of momentum, and we put McBride as an advance forward. What are we making target forward on? Right, anybody getting tired? not too bad. Lewis Doherty probably out of everybody. We do have Lembiksa. I think that will be our first change at the back there. Gerard Harlock in that central midfield role. Dillian Kaji coming on to make his debut. 2 changes then for now. As we look to see if we can get a winner. I mean, just tweaked it around a little bit. We get to 80 minutes, not a lot happening. Free kick. Jones, Dixon. Through to McBride. McBride now. Can he put this away? He can't. He's missed so many there today. The other tactic I'm going to try is we'll swap these 2 around. Doesn't make a great deal of difference. Put Russ as a pressing forward and McBride as a target forward. Do it that way around. Anybody else for changes? Matty Willock is tired. Is he going to be our final change? Ronnie Nelson also tired at the back there. We don't have another. We do have Godsmart forward as central defender. Zach Brunt. Can Dixon play in that midfield? He can drop into midfield. So do we? Willock comes off. Who do we bring on in that attacking? We haven't got another attacking midfield, have we? On the bench. So the options there are limited somewhat. Maybe we swap Brunt and Dixon over. Move Dixon over this side. Willock. Who would we change Willock for? Jacob Shepherd, it suggests. But that's not the best move either, is it? McBride can't play in that attacking midfield role either. Kaji can. So is it a case of bringing Brunt down for Willock? Kaji for that. But we still don't have a central midfield. So we still have the same problem. Whichever way around we do it. Let's just have a bit of a swap around like that and see what happens. 1-1 is the scoreline. Tweaking and groaning around. Willock is tired. Brunt is tired. Robinson then with a throw-in on that far side to Russ. Brunt to Jones. Jones comes forward. Finds Kaji. Dixon. Willock. Lembiksa. First time we've seen him. Can he get a nice cross in? Back to Dixon. Dixon finds McBride. McBride to Kaji. Gets a debut goal. First goal of the season. Kaji on loan from Bristol City. And he gets what potentially could be the winner. McBride just holding the ball up. Kaji and Russ waiting in the middle. But Kaji was able to put it away. And I think that's pretty much job done. Right, we're going to balanced and we will redo this now and then swap these two around. should be able to kill the game off. One hopes we can. And we have another win, another 3 points. So I've just realised, didn't show you the table either, but we will have a look at the table in a moment. But before we do, Milton Keynes, 14 shots, 10 of which were on target, 2.12. But what a second half we had there. 18 shots, 7 of which were on target, 2.28 in that second XG, 48% of possession. So still a little bit light on possession, but actually certainly come back up. If you look at the XG graph, then we definitely came through in that latter part of that second half and got the goal to go with it, all in the wonderful third kit. And here is a look at that table, and those 3 points have pushed us right up the table, right up. We are now fourth on 10 points, having played 5 games and a plus goal difference of 4, 3 points behind the league leaders, Bradford City, and 1 point behind our second opponents of the day, Crawley Town, at top of the table. Clash it's turned out to be. It's going to be a toughie, but we are at home for this one, so let's hope we can get a result. But that is quite impressive. And as you'll see from the fans' reaction, oh man, what a great result. I'll be buzzing about this all week. Unbelievable result that. Let's really build some momentum from here. Excellent. And Kaji doing really well on his debut as well. I think he's going to get some game time. Farsley come from behind to win is the headline on that one. Kaji scores on the Farsley debut. Undoubtedly been delighted at new man instant impact. So all looking good. Carl Robinson doesn't want to use the officials as an excuse. I should think not. Right, Crawley Town is next up then. They are second as it currently stands in League 2. Again, we haven't played them before, so no past history on this one. But it's all looking pretty prim and pretty proper. Let's have a look at the team that will face Crawley Town. And here is the team that will face the Crawley Town in this second game of the episode. Fryer in goal. Robinson, Jones, Nelson, Doherty are backline. Willock, Kaji and Brunt are midfield. Kaji coming in after having such a good opening game. Dixon in that attacking playmaker role. McBride and Russ up front. Albeit we're going to change Russ to an attacking. And I think we have McBride on advanced forward. Albeit I'll leave him on pressing. Seems to be better as a press-in. And then we have Smith, Lembeeksa, Shepherd, Holmes, Fernandez, Harlock and Cannon all on the bench. Not sure if we could better do with Maron and Hughes isn't completely fit. We need another central midfielder, really. And Diarra looks like the one to come on. And I think it's going to be, in place of Cannon, Holmes for Diarra on the bench then, just to level that up a little bit, because we don't have a central midfielder. Diarra can play as an attacking midfield as well. Lembeeksa could play as a midfield central. But I think that just evens it up just a wee bit. Really in this thing, but if we swap to a wide players, then we would have a bit of trouble. So we'll stick with that. That is the team that's going to face Crawley Town. And here we are at the Envirovent Stadium, and back in our green and white for this one against Crawley Town, who are currently going very, very well and are in third place. And they've had the better start in the first 20 minutes. As we start to get into the game, they're playing a 4-4-2 formation and doing very well from it as well by the looks of it. We've had 1 shot, 1 on target. They've had 4 shots, 3 of which are on target. But Robinson with a free kick, crosses it in, and it's in the back of the net. Will Russ gets his 4th of the season. Goal a game at the minute. He runs over to the Farsley Celtic fans, and we are goal up after 40 minutes. Tyler Frost needs a bit of... And for all their chances, we've managed to keep them at bay. Half time will arrive. We have a corner first, though. Robinson with that corner, long and deep. Ooh, that wasn't far away. Jones, I think, getting his head to that one. And half time has arrived, and it is at half time 6 shots, 5 on target, 0.61. We are in the ascendancy. Slow to get started, but we've got there. 53% of the possession against their 5-3, 0.46, and 47% of the possession. I think we can be happy with that as a first half. And we're underway in this second half. No changes at half time. They have a corner early in this second half. It's cleared by Willock and comes away, but hasn't been cleared. And they come again. This time it's flicked on, but Fryer is underneath that. All out to Jones. Back to Fryer. Fryer launches a long one, but nobody underneath it. And it's flicked on by Crawley Town. Remembering they are near, or in fact above, or were above us in the table. Nelson heads that down though. Willock through to Russ. McBride back to Russ. Russ is through. He's put it away. He's 5th. He's 2nd of the game. 5th of the season. 2-0. And that's a bit more like it. 50 minutes on the clock. Lovely ball, and got Crawley on the ropes a little bit now. As you can see from the XG, we've sort of grown into this game. Oof, that was, I'm not sure if that was cleared or hit the crossbar or what. We'll have a look in a minute. McBride wins the ball, and that was a bit where he's lost it though. McBride, what was he doing? He won the ball in the penalty area, having avoided giving a penalty away, and then didn't get rid of it. He had a player in front of him, and they get back into this game, which should never happen. That was a mistake from McBride. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. Right, 2 things we need to do. We need to berate Conor McBride for that last one. We are top of the table as it stands by virtue of goal difference over Bradford City. We need to hang on in there. 55 minutes gone. A little bit early for changes. Don't really want to make anything at the minute. And Crawley Town are climbing back into this game quite incessantly. 70 odd minutes comes. Let's have a look. We might need to make some changes. Conor McBride, he's blown up, I think. So we're going to make a change. We're going to bring Brad Holmes on for him. And he is better as that advanced forward. So we'll do that. We'll leave Russ as the... What do we change Russ now to? A pressing forward. Let's change him. See, on attack, he's only a 3. No, we'll leave him as a target forward. Dixon is tired, so it might be a chance for Bramia Diarra to come on, or bring him on and do that. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Just like that. We'll do those 2 changes for now, as we do, just in case of injuries or anything silly. And we're back underway again. I need to hold on in this game. Oh, I haven't started. I was wondering why things weren't happening, but Free kick. Doherty to Brunt. Brunt to Diarra. Kaji. Got a instruction there. Through to Brunt. And he's been fouled in the penalty area. That is definitely a penalty. And Brunt, bringing down Brunt, I think it was. Russ puts it away. That's his hat-trick. And his 6th goal of the season. And a 2-goal cushion again. I think 10 minutes to go. I think we pretty much have put that to bed now then. Russ tucking it inside the post. And they have a highlight from kickoff, which is a bit of a worry. Never like highlights from kickoff because it looks like they might get straight back in the game just when the catch is cold. Jones heads it down to Kaji. Kaji looking for Russ. Didn't find him. And they come forward again. Looking very dangerous as it is at the minute. Look, oh, Essen Tyler. That's well saved by Fryer. He's earned his money today. Well, in fact, the last 2 games he's earned his money. That was a lovely save. That looked as if it was going in the back of the net. But, right, 86 minutes on the clock. Let's have a look. We have Matty Willock, who is very, very tired. We have Harlock on the bench. We'll bring Harlock on for him. But what we'll do is... right, Kaji, we're going to drop back here. I'm going to swap Harlock and Kaji around. Nothing in those two. So that's what we're going to do for now. Brunt is tired. But so was Matty Willock. And we can't take everybody off. We only have 3 substitutions to make. That'll make me proud. One thing we didn't do was change it to balanced. What we will do as soon as it comes up. Change has been made. We can go to balanced. And we need to see this game out. I know we're 3-1 up, but we'll see the game out nice and neatly. There we go. Killed the game off. Fantastic. 3-1 win against Crawley Town. I think we were top. That's 15 shots, 9 on target, 2.08. They got back into the game, but then we pushed again and killed the game off. I think we're top of League 2, boys and girls. And there is confirmation, top of the table after 6 games, 13 points, top on goal difference over Bradford City, and then 2 points clear of Solihull Mills in 3rd, Crawley Town in 4th, and then we go down 3 points clear of Walsall, Colchester, Cheltenham, Bristol Rovers, and Exeter City. Down in the bottom at the moment, Port Vale and Harrogate Town. That's how it looks. As we go to the end of the episode, we'll do all this stuff very, very shortly. Let's have a quick look. Russ getting a lovely hat-trick there in that 3-1 win against Crawley Town. We need more people at home, though. 2,900 against Harrogate. Mind you, it was Harrogate's home gate. 1,400, I suppose, a long way to come up for Crawley Town. Anyway, we're going to do Walsall and Accrington Stanley offline. We'll be back for the Cheltenham game early October. We're not going to have Manchester City under-23s in the EFL Trophy. We're going to bypass that. So it'll be Cheltenham and Bristol Rovers in the next episode. So that's coming up very, very soon, actually. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this and our other 2 series, of course, To Be a Legend with Bristol City and Making Tottenham Hotspurs again, and any new series of what we're likely to be doing in FM23. That will keep you up to date with that. New episodes are from the bottom to the top, currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 41. It's out on Thursday. And Cheltenham and Bristol Rovers, it will be. Until then, very goodbye.